You mentioned something about classical music and the bringing up of children.
Yes.
Like why is classical music? There's some classical music that provokes essential emotions, and well, some of the classical music, like bolero or a lot of other stuff like that, is.
Well, there's different kinds of classical music, of course. There are some which are, especially as you get into more modern times, it becomes more and more sensual and more anarchic. Various principles which belong more to the 20th century. The basic classical music is the classical novels of the 19th century, classical music of the 17th, 18th, 19th centuries. That earlier classical period is what I'm speaking about more specifically. Later on, there are fewer and fewer pieces that have that character of being able to refine one. The ones that are sort of more crude and sensual, those are the ones to listen to. I mean, the great composers like Bach and Handel and Mozart, in the 19th century composers, and many refined things in Tchaikovsky and other composers. Verdi, for example. There's some that are dangerous, perhaps, they're too sensual, something like that.
Yeah, but in my class they said something about Liszt's work, and his stuff is really sensual and stuff like that.
Well, there are different kinds of sensuality, and compared to what we have now, there's nothing in Liszt that's very sensual. It's very refined compared to what we have now. It's better to listen to that than an antidote against some of the things that are going on today. Because when they mention sensuality in connection with someone like that, it's not the same thing that you think of today. It doesn't directly evoke those emotions. It describes perhaps those emotions, just like a great novel will describe all kinds of passions. It does so with the purpose of your getting acquainted with them, seeing what they are. In fact, you can even read a novel and not have to go through some terrible experience in life if you read it seriously, because you see what's the result of that kind of passion.